Good morning, afternoon, evening, whenever this video finds you. One day I'll remember that I'm recording this and not talking to you live. So the last video that I shared, or you'll get both, was a sun salutation on the mat. This video is going to be a modified sun salutation using, you can see my cat on the couch, using a chair. So again, if we've practiced together in real life, we've done a lot of these poses using a chair. I'm going to suggest, so you have a mat, and your chair, all four legs are on the mat so it doesn't slip. Another really nice way to do this for safety and comfort, for your own safety and comfort, so you know that the chair is not going to go anywhere, is place the back of your chair against a wall. I don't have any wall space, but you can have the back of your chair against a wall, so you're facing a wall, which would be nice because you'll know the chair won't go anywhere, and that gives you a little bit of ease without having that thought that maybe your chair is going to shift. So finding, again, not just a comfortable space for yourself, but adding these things in and finding it so you feel safe and supported and taken care of in your space, right? So really important. So take a moment, find a space where you can either set up a chair against a wall or have your chair, all four legs on your mat, and then I'll go sit back by my cat and we'll start. So taking a moment just to center ourselves, you're welcome to sit in your chair for this part, lay down, sit on the mat, legs crossed, just finding a comfortable space to be. Eyes can be open or closed here. And beginning by bringing your awareness to the sounds. It's the sounds of your space. Maybe the sounds coming through this video. Then from the sounds, bring your awareness to your feet. Just becoming aware of your feet, the parts of your feet that are making contact with the ground. And you can always move and wiggle through your feet. Really help draw your awareness down to your feet. Then from your feet, drawing your awareness to your hands. So wherever they're resting, there's no wrong way to have your hands here. Just being aware of any sensation that comes from whatever your hands are making contact with. Maybe there's a temperature difference to become aware of. Maybe there's not. We can notice that. Aware of your shoulders and becoming aware of your jaw. Bring that awareness up to your jaw. Is there any tension or tightness in your jaw? Is it possible to find a little bit more comfort there? It's a little shift, a little movement in your jaw. From your jaw, beginning to bring your awareness to your breath. Just becoming aware that you're breathing. Without needing to change anything about your natural breath. So notice your inhales as you're inhaling, your exhales as you're exhaling. Maybe there's sensation to notice in your body as you breathe. Maybe adding a little bit of length, a little deeper breath. You can notice sensation or not. So this practice is just to notice and become aware of your breathing in the present moment. Whether you're laying down or sitting, take our big breath using our arms. So on your next inhale, inhale, big full inhale in, send your arms up overhead. Find maybe a stretch through your fingertips. Exhale, let your arms come back down, softening your hands and your fingers. Inhaling, send your arms up, reaching, stretching through your fingers, aware of the sensations in your hands. Exhale, releasing that breath, releasing your arms. 2 more times. Big inhales in as you stretch and reach through your arms, hands, and fingers. Exhale through your mouth, releasing the breath, releasing your arms. Last one. And letting go of that control over your breath, allowing your body to breathe you. If your eyes are closed, you can go ahead and allow them to blink a few times. Coming to open. Wherever you are, if you're laying down, bending your knees, maybe adding a little side to side movement with your knees. If you're sitting up, you're just taking a gentle twist from one side into the other. You can go back and forth. And slowly moving any way your body feels like moving in this moment. And we're going to transition up to standing. No rush, as always. If you need to, you can pause me for a moment to set up your chair. Bring me to your chair. We're going to move slowly through this, and then as we move slowly through it, we go through the poses. The idea is that then you can have these poses and you can move at a pace that feels supportive for you when you're practicing. If you do practice with me in real life, you know that I say some days a slower movement might feel more supportive, gentler, slower, and some days a faster movement might feel more supportive, more strengthening movement. There's no wrong way to do it, and the sun salutations we can move through in both ways. So you can pause in poses, taking a few breaths, or you can move with your breath. For the purpose of this video, we're going to do it a little bit slower, but we'll do one round moving with our breath. So coming just in front of your chair, and as always, you'll have to shift as we move to find that comfortable space in front of your chair. And feet are about hip width distance apart. Press into your feet. Knees are soft, but legs are engaged. At the same time, bring your palms together, center of your chest, lifting the crown of your head away from your feet. On an inhale, sweep your arms out to the side, letting your palms touch overhead. As you exhale, palms come together, center line, bend your knees. We're coming towards the seat of the chair. So letting your hands come to the chair, top of your head moves towards the seat of the chair. Knees are soft. On your next inhale, we're going to inhale, come halfway up. So pressing your hands into the seat of the chair, straightening your arms, lifting your chest away from the chair. And as you exhale, come back down into that forward fold. Pressing into your feet, knees are bent. We're going to inhale, send your arms out and all the way up. Coming back up to standing, palms touch overhead. Exhale, hands come back down to center. Inhaling to sweep your arms out wide, palms come overhead. Exhale, hands come down that center line as we come into a forward fold and palms come to the seat of your chair. You can even rest your forehead onto your chair. Knees are bent. On your next inhale, we'll inhale halfway lift. So press your palms into the seat of your chair. Straighten your legs, arms straighten. Lift your chest away from your legs. Now noticing here where your hands are placed. You're going to find a little bit more support underneath your chair with your hands. So really press into your chair. Feel that support. We're going to shift and move our left leg back. So left toes come to the mat behind us. We begin to bend our right knee. So coming into a high lunge. Okay. Keep that knee, front knee bent. Palms are on the ground. So here is where we fiddle with our foot placement, and it'll be different for all of us. So pressing your palms into the seat of your chair. So strong arms are going to hold you up. We can stay exactly like this. Right? Or maybe playing with a plank pose. So both legs come back. Heels are up off the ground. Now I'm bearing my weight onto the chair. Right? Straight down. Pressing my hands into the chair so I can lift my chest away from the chair. Then at the same time, I'm going to reach my heels back. Plank pose on a chair. And if you find this hurts your back and your hips are, see, I'm going to exaggerate it, coming down, lift your hips slightly up. It's almost like you're pulling your belly button up towards your spine. Reach your heels back, reach your tailbone back. Plank pose for a chair. From here, we're going to come into a chair supported downward facing dog. So stepping one foot a little bit closer so your heels can come down, and then the other foot a little bit closer so your heels can come down, but we're still pretty far away from the chair. Begin to shift your tailbone back. Hips and tailbone reach back. You'll notice our arms are staying straight. And finding a stretch through your shoulders and lifting that your hips and your tailbone back and then up. Knees can bend here. Head comes between your arms so your ears are in line with the upper parts of your arms. Now you'll notice that we're not bearing so much weight on our chair. So at the same time, you can press a little bit more into your chair if that feels good in your shoulders. Keep reaching your tailbone and hips up and back. Maybe pressing your chest towards the mat. A little movement. Bend your knees a little bit more. We're going to look forward towards our fingertips. We're going to begin to lift our left foot, coming up onto our toes, and we're going to step that left foot forward. So we're going to come into a lunge on this side. Left foot comes forward, knees bent, hands are still in the chair. Lift your right foot back a little bit further so your toes are on the mat, but you feel like you can keep your heel lifted still as you reach through your heel. Press into your feet. You can come up onto the fingertips, on your fingertips on the chair. Shifting your weight forward to your front foot, lift that back foot up off the mat, bring it to meet the front, coming into that halfway lift. Exhale, come into a forward fold. Palms are still on the seat of the chair. Head moves towards the seat of the chair. Knees are bent. Then pressing into your feet. Inhale, sweep your arms out to the side. Let your palms touch overhead. Exhale, hands to your heart. Inhaling, sweep your arms up. Maybe look up as your palms touch. Exhale, coming into that forward fold as we move our hands towards the seat of our chair. Head moves towards the seat of our chair. Knees are bent. As you inhale, inhale, halfway lift. Press your hands into the chair, arms straighten. Finding that connection through your palms and the seat of your chair. And send our right leg back. Left knee bends slightly, coming into a lunge on this side. The left knee is bent. Press into that foot. Reach through your right heel. Maybe coming up onto your fingertips on the chair. Or as you press into your feet, so legs are working really hard, reach through that back heel. Maybe inhale, send your arms up. High lunge. Exhale, exhale, transition your hands back to the seat of your chair. We'll step our left foot back to meet our right, coming into that high plank. So anytime shifting, right, finding that comfort here. Reach your heels back, kneecaps lift. Hands press into the chair. Reaching your tailbone back towards your heels. Nice full breaths. We'll transition into downward facing dog. So when you're ready, stepping one foot just a little bit forward so your heels can come down. And the opposite one. And inhale, reach your hips, tailbone up and back. Allowing your knees to bend, your chest to move towards your legs. Downward facing dog. Taking a few breaths here. Inhaling to reach your hips and your tailbone up and back. At the same time, maybe you're adding a little bit of press through your hands, like you could press your hands forward on that chair. You might notice a different sensation in your arms to your upper chest as you do that. Knees bend a little bit more. We're going to look forward towards our hands. Step our right foot forward. Right foot comes forward. Press into that foot, allowing that knee to bend just slightly. Using your chair for support, send your left leg back a little bit more. So we're up on our toes of our left leg. Heel reaches back. So notice, lots of work in that back leg. Lunge pose on this side. Press into that front foot. Maybe come up onto the fingertips in your chair. You can look forward, lifting our chest slightly. Or on an inhale, send your arms forward and up to come into a high lunge, really reaching through your back foot, that heel reaching towards the ground. It's still up off the ground, but we're reaching. Thumbs point backwards, pinkies forwards. On your next exhale, bring your hands back down to the chair. Step your back foot up to meet the front and come into that halfway lift, inhaling halfway lift. As you exhale, come into a forward fold, hands towards the seat of the chair, forehead, top of your head towards the seat of the chair. Knees are soft. Press into your feet. Look forward slightly. Knees bend a little bit more. And inhale, sweep your arms out to the side to come all the way up to standing. Palms touch overhead. Exhale. Hands to your heart. And then taking a pause here, taking a moment. Your hands can stay palms together in the center of your chest. You can bring one hand to your chest, one hand to your stomach, or let your arms rest alongside your body. Just check in. Noticing any sensations that jump out, maybe in your feet, in your legs. Just becoming aware of your breath, how you're breathing in this moment. Releasing your arms, giving your arms a little shake, legs a little shake. So moving again, if you're in front of a chair, not on a mat, you're going to come down to the ground just for a little rest. Maybe even with your legs up on a chair if that feels good. So chair, sun salutations, something different, something a little more accessible. For those of us who maybe inversions coming all the way down to the ground aren't beneficial. For those of us who don't like to have our knees on the ground. There are many ways to do this, but we'll take a moment. Maybe coming with your legs up on a chair or on your couch, or just resting on the ground. Finding a comfortable spot. You could put a blanket on if you like, if you know you're going to be here a little bit longer than I keep us here in the video, because you can always pause me and just rest. But bringing one hand, letting your arms rest, either on your stomach, or one hand on your chest, one hand on your stomach, or just on the ground. Taking this moment to check in with your body. Noticing any sensations you notice in your legs, in your feet. Being aware of your back, all the way up to your shoulders, your arms and your hands. Noticing your breath. And take a big inhale in. Pausing at the top of your inhale for a moment. Exhale. Release that breath. Do that 2 more times. Big inhale in. Pausing at the top of your inhale. And exhale, release the breath. Last one. Big inhale in. Pause at the top of your inhale. Exhale, release the breath. You can stay here a little while longer. Taking a moment here, maybe bringing your palms together in the center of your chest. So offer yourself some thanks. Thank yourself for your strength. Not the strength it takes to hold your body up with your arms or do high lunges, but the strength it takes to be human. And the strength that's taking all of us in this time with what's going on in the world, being in isolation, to just be, really. Give yourself credit for that. I hope this video finds you well. Hope this practice finds you well. Until next time.